Hello and welcome to Everything Star Wars. I'm here and thank you for being there. Today we're going over the plot of episode 1 of Kenobi. So if you don't want to hear it and you don't want spoilers, then I would just ask please drop a like and hit that subscribe button and notification. Here I'll be dropping a lot more Star Wars videos. Kenobi and what happens in episode 1. The episode reportedly opens during the events of Order 66 on Coruscant. Two Padawans, a girl and a boy, are fleeing the Jedi Temple as clone troopers are murdering the Jedi inside. Though not stated in the report, it is speculated that these two kids are characters we will meet later in the story as adults. The story picks up 10 years later on Tatooine, where we see Obi Wan Kenobi riding his Eopi, I believe that's it, approaching Anchorhead. Kenobi ties up the creature and proceeds to take a transport into the Dune Sea for his day job, which is supposedly some form of sand whaling. The employees work for a tyrant who bullies and takes advantage of those working for him. But Kenobi, keen to not attract attention, remains silent. Once done with his job for the day, he returns home and meets with a Jawa named Tika. Tika supposedly steals from Kenobi, and the Jedi often is forced to buy back his own items. Kenobi buys supplies from the Jawa, who convinces Obi-Wan to purchase a T-16 Skyhopper toy. Actually, by the way, that toy is the toy that Luke Skywalker is seen playing with in A New Hope. Following his interaction with Tika, Kenobi readies for bed and attempts to reach out with the Force to communicate with his old master, Qui-Gon Jinn. But Kenobi is unsuccessful. The next morning, Kenobi watches over Lars' homestead. Once nobody is around, he places the T-16 toy outside the homestead in hopes that young Luke Skywalker will find it. But unfortunately for Kenobi, it's Owen Lars who finds the gift and hides it so Luke cannot find it. We then supposedly cut to Alderaan, where we see a young Leia Organa living in a lavish castle with her parents, Bail and Breha, who adore their daughter and her spirited personality. The trio have a conversation about Leia being adopted, but Bail and Breha emphasize that they love her with all their heart. Leia at some point is playing with her small droid named Lola, which Breha, that's her mom, takes from her and Leia steals it back. Bail and Breha later converse that they fear for the safety of their daughter. Why, I don't know. It's kind of out of nowhere, but whatever. Back on Tatooine, a young Jedi named Nari scrambles through the streets, clearly trying not to be seen as he scans the crowds attempting to find something or someone. The Inquisitor's ship lands. The Grand Inquisitor, along with the fifth brother and Reva, the third Inquisitor, exit the vehicle. The trio are seeking out Nari, but Reva claims she senses something else, possibly Obi Wan Kenobi. The Grand Inquisitor puts Reva down, claiming he's a shadow and that she will not find him. The trio walk through the town, and Reva is eager to draw out Nari, but the Grand Inquisitor informs her she must wait. They intimidate and interview the locals, but one attempts to stand up to Reva, and she cuts off his hands in shock and amusement to the Grand Inquisitor. Owen Lars confronts Reva and tells her that these people don't know of a Jedi and explains how he personally detests them to the Inquisitor. They shout at Lars, but she's called away by the Grand Inquisitor, who takes his underlings to a bar and explains the Jedis are easy to draw out due to their morality. The Grand Inquisitor threatens the bartender, who successfully lures out Nari, who attempts to save the bartender and runs. But the Inquisitors manage to wound the Jedi as he scampers away. The trio of Inquisitors discuss being part of their plan, and that their plan on Alderaan has been a success, with their hired pirates managing to successfully kidnap a princess. The trio also discuss Anakin Skywalker at some point and how he broke free from the Jedi teachings. They seem to idolize Anakin. Kenobi enters Anchorhead to meet with Lars. The duo seem to periodically have these meetings, and at this one, Kenobi states he wants to train Luke. Owen forbids it and explains to Kenobi that he's brought the Empire to Tatooine, which is making things worse and not better for Luke and his family. A dejected Kenobi rides off back home, but he hears a voice call out his name, which he pretends to ignore. The voice calls out and explains his name is Nari, and he's been searching for the Jedi Master for many years. Nari pleads with for Kenobi's help and claims he's going to die without it, but Kenobi will not help, and he tells the Jedi to bury his lightsaber in the sand and disappear before he walks away. Kenobi returns home, where he finds Bail Organa waiting for him. Bail explains that his daughter has been taken and asks for Kenobi's help in rescuing Leia. Knowing the importance of Leia, Kenobi accepts, but the duo suspect more is at play than meets the eye. Kenobi also believes with the Empire on the planet looking for Nari, it's possibly safer for him to leave the planet so he doesn't draw attention to himself or Luke. Kenobi proceeds to dig his lightsaber from beneath the sand, where he makes his way to Anchorhead and he sees a dead body strung up in the town, and it's Nari. The Jedi Master boards a transport where he's set to meet a contact of Organa's. The Inquisitors still sense the presence of a Jedi despite killing the one they were seeking, and feel it disappear once the transport leaves. Their plan is coming together. They will finally get enough dirt on the Organa family to execute them due to their affiliation with the Jedi coming to rescue Leia. That's the end of episode 1. I will put out episode 2, 3, and 4 as we go along. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment what you think of episode 1 of Obi Wan Kenobi. Remember, it comes out May 27th, episode 1 and episode 2, and I will be dropping details of episode 2 shortly. With that being said, feel free to share, and I'll check you next time right here on Everything Star Wars. Take care. I love you all. Be safe and be well.